God, we were having trouble like discussing what was the number in the final list, and we had to make some really rough cuts there near the end.
We had
Oh,
a very end too.
yeah, because like every now and again we'd say, "Okay, this is our final list," and then we keep going back and seeing these other ones, like, "Oh, why isn't this on there? Oh God, which one do we take off? No, we can't take that one off. It's
Yeah, it was painful. God, it was painful.
so hard." But yeah, we do have our definitive winners picked out now, and we're just gonna have to set this in stone now. We can't change it again, or else we're going to drive ourselves insane. We've informed the people who have won, I believe, like at least the grand prizes, right, Kaiser?
Yeah, those 3 people have been informed that they have won and still need to get the shirts out, but the DVDs have been gotten out to the #1 winner, so...
All right, excellent. Yeah, we look forward to seeing like all of the work that these guys put out in the future because, oh my God, so many of them are just amazing artists, amazing animators, just amazing. I mean... I don't want to spoil it, but just one of them just kind of blew my mind when I first saw it.
Now that we've gotten the contest details out of the way, let's go on to our latest convention romp.
Woo! A-Kon! Oldest running anime convention in North America, right?
Yep, and some people have been making the distinction that it is the biggest, which it is in fact not. Oldest, yes. Biggest, no. But let me tell you, it's still gigantic. It's It's the biggest con we've been to as a group.
It was insane. Didn't they have like over 20,000 people there?
It's likely because they had up to 18,000 on Friday.
God, that's insane. Wow. And I felt really bad for some of our fans that showed up there because, you know, the lines for our panels started 3 hours before the panels.
Oh my God, I still baffled by that. I mean,
we were out getting some like dinner at the time, and then we look on Twitter, it's like in line for the Team 4-Star panel, and we're just sitting there waiting on our drinks, like, oh.
Yeah.
I think to make it fair, we should wait in the lines too.
Yeah,
if we don't get in, that means there's no panel.
I always feel legitimately bad when the room fills up and there's no more room for anybody else.
I felt so bad when I heard for our daytime panel, our normal panel, that the cutoff for the line was like an hour before our panel started.
Oh gosh, that's
God. And I was up getting like the laptop and your belt, Taka, for the show, but you guys were the ones who managed to greet the line, and I hear you ran into a bit of applause just walking up the escalator. So
yeah, there was a deafening chant of TFS as we were walking into the room, which again, this kind of shit, it will never, this will never get old to us. This will never be something that we'll just kind of go like, oh, okay.
That happened. I actually heard that for our 18+ line, they all started kind of singing some of the songs that we did, and they were making so much noise that the people inside the Brental Floss concert had to come out and yell at them. I found that kind of amusing, but I feel bad for the people in the concert.
Yeah.
Was that our 18+ or regular one?
That was our 18+ panel.
Yeah, that would have been our 18+.
I gotta give hands to the staff at A-Kon though, because like we had our panel and they had that line of people trying to get into our panel, and then literally as the last panel was ending, that means 4 rooms were all emptying at the same time with that giant line upstairs.
Yeah.
Props to the staff. Staff were amazing at this con.
Staff is just amazing. Oh, man. And after our panels, like, since we didn't have an autograph signing, like, right at the beginning, they always found us, like, an empty room or an empty table after our panels for all of our fans to walk up and get stuff signed, just because we didn't know if we'd have an autograph signing. And we ended up having one, and my God, did that line last long?
It was just a crazy experience. All the panels, I think one of my favorite panels will always be the second Yomicon panel we did. Where we the third one, the big one, the one that we had in the big room, which was a lot of fun to do.
Right.
But then there was a Kitsune-Con that you and me went to, Lanny, which was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun.
The A-Con was on par with that, I'll say.
Oh yeah, in terms of energy.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. I love a really energetic room because people are there to be entertained. So we gotta make sure we're entertaining.
And I believe there's a picture of your ass online in a video, right?
Yes, of course. Of course, there's my giant pasty white Canadian ass. Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Normally it's my ass that's like hanging out. But
yeah, you know what? I'm stealing your gimmick. I am now
stealing my gimmick, you son of a bitch.
But no, it's unfortunately the night before during the 18+ panel, my belt broke and I couldn't wear it, so I had to try and wear a tight pair of pants. But when you sit down, they'll pull down to the back. Someone came up and kind of got a good video of my ass. Like,
oh my God,
sorry,
that's right. That's right, and somebody actually gave you a belt in the autograph line, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Thank you so much, guy whose name I don't know, but I now own your belt. Just A-Kon, just too much fun. I could talk about how much fun A-Kon was over and over again. I hope we get to go again next year because I will make time for that, absolutely.
Yeah, I can't think of a single negative from that convention. I mean, with any convention that we go to, I can almost always think of at least one thing that didn't go right with A-Kon.
Kaiser, it's how did not go right for him when it came to A-Kon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that wasn't A-Kon's fault.
No, it wasn't, but it went wrong during the A-Kon weekend. It wasn't their fault at all. But tell the folks.
On Thursday, I always fly out of a regional airport that always connects right to Dallas. And so when I heard that, the con's at Dallas, oh, thank God. It's like an hour flight, sometimes even less. I can totally do that. And so I'm like, okay, I'll wake up at a decent time on Thursday, but luckily my flight's at like 1:30, so it's not a big deal. And I'm not kidding. Get all of our stuff ready. We're about to leave for the airport. I get a call from the handler at the con, and they basically tell me, yeah, so your flight's been canceled to Dallas. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, and there are no flights coming out of Lake Charles today. And so, I start to freak out for a minute there. And so he calls me back and says, oh, hey, there's one going out of Alexandria, which is 2 hours north of me, by the way, at 5:30. I'm like, well, okay, I can get there, no problem. So we drive all the way up to Alexandria, and a mile out from the airport, I get another call saying that flight's been canceled too.
On the plus side, it shows really good communication on their part.
Yeah. Oh no, they were very quick about it. But so I'm up in Alexandria. We ended up having dinner with a friend that lived in that area. But I was kind of upset and kind of frustrated. Not at anyone in particular. Maybe a little bit at American Airlines. But yeah, so I didn't get in there until Friday morning. It wasn't that big of a deal.
We saw a lot of old friends there. Made some new friends. It was a great time.
Yeah, A-Kon definitely ranks up there as one of our best convention experiences.
I felt bad because a lot of people wanted us to go out and hang out after the 18 plus panel, but it was like 3 in the morning by the time we were done.
Oh my God, and we were so tired.
When we got out of it, it was like 1 in the morning, and then we had to do autographs. Not that we had to.
We wanted to because, we didn't know if we had an autograph signing at that point. So we just decided to do an impromptu autograph session, and almost everybody stayed for it. So we were sitting in that line for about an extra hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. Doing those impromptu autograph sessions were actually kind of bomb ass.
Tiring, but, really a lot of fun. I felt bad because a bunch of people, when I was out at the 18 plus panel, a bunch of people, I went and sat down. A bunch of people tried to give me a bunch of different people were giving me room numbers. Come party with us tonight. It's just like, I wish I had energy to do that. I'm kind of running on fumes here.
One of my favorite stories from that panel and just that night in general was apparently there was a platoon of armed services member there, like from the Air Force.
Yeah.
And apparently they loved quoting our stuff, and I forget what rank he was, but their commanding officer would quote Guru in terms of like carpet bomb them now.
I don't think he actually did that, but I want to believe.
I want to believe that too. You know what?
Actually, war is terrible. War is terrible. War is terrible.
I believe it because that is what they said. So. I found that amazing, and you know what? I salute them. They're amazing. I'm so glad that we got fans like that, and I'm so glad that I don't know how to finish this thought, but they're amazing people. Shut up.
God bless our services.
God bless our services. Yes.
After the one girl we spoke to from the crowd said she was part of the armed forces, then the crowd started going, "America, fuck yeah."
Yeah.
It was pretty enjoyable. Kaiser was passed out at this point.
I'm not gonna say that we had drunk before the panel,
but we had.
You were just exhausted from the damn flight and everything, dude.
Oh yeah, it didn't help that I had been up all day, so I literally did not sleep the night before.
And it didn't help that you let me mix the drinks.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, you guys had a little bit more to drink than I did. I mixed my own drinks because
it matters for Lenny.
No, it really didn't. I had roughly the same, if not a little more than you, Kaiser. But
it was because we actually Friday night before the panel we went to a Homestuck house party.
Ugh.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. The people were fun.
I shudder because it's because of the mannequin that was on the bed when we walked.
There was this creepy as shit mannequin on the bed.